Hi, this is Rick Ferguson, Artistic Director, co-founder of the Musical Offering, musicaloffering.org and rickfergusonmusic.com. In our continuing series of interviews with our amazing faculty, I am pleased to welcome Tim O'Donnell. Tim actually is the mastermind behind our Plugged In and Live program, and so that encompasses a lot of things. Private lessons, bands out the yin-yang, really from like late elementary, middle school, like up to adult. And we're talking rock, we're talking jazz, we're talking blues. So it's a very, very comprehensive program. Tim, first, just tell us a little bit about, how you got started in music, like when did you start playing, and then what got you started in teaching?
I started playing kind of in high school and just playing with the rock, the heavy metal guys in high school. Self-taught at first. It was kind of a good thing. It actually kept me out of trouble, getting into the heavy metal, and it was a really good thing for me. As I took more and more to it, I started taking private lessons. I studied from a lot of great people, from John Mulder in Chicago, a great jazz guitar player, Bill Dickens here in Evanston, lots of great people. I always say the most I learned was from the people I played with. I played with a lot of great people in the blues scene. Did that for a couple of years. Learned a ton from those guys.
Like real experiential learning, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You talk, learning on the streets. It's a great experience. And I don't know, I was always a teacher, sort of. I always enjoyed. Growing up, we had a 2-flat house, and we had this guy downstairs from us who rented. He was from Bulgaria, and I remember he snuck back there. He smuggled his wife out of Bulgaria. And I was about 8 years old. She loved me. I taught her how to speak English. I bring all my Dr. Seuss books down. I just enjoyed that a lot. And I did that with a couple other kids in school. The teachers would always pair me up with some,
So even from a little guy, you were just teaching people stuff,
I like teaching. Yeah. So I always enjoyed that. I liked explaining things to people. So. From there on, I just started giving some private lessons to people I know, to their kids or friends, co-workers. Did that more and more, and I'm like, well, let's try doing this full time. It took a long time, but I started doing that. My big break was I got hired to do a promo show for Kim Jam. It was with Ricky Byrd. Ricky Byrd's a guitar player from Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. So we did these promo shows for this camp, and then we let the kids come up and play, and I was kind of working with the kids, and the director was there. He loved me, he hired me on the spot, so I worked with them for a couple of years. And from there, my resume built, and then just kept, now I'm here at the Musical Offering with the Plugged In Live program.
And I mean, seriously, you've built a significant program here. Just in terms of the numbers of people who are involved, the amount of music that's being made, how many bands are you currently working with?
Right now, I think I have 8 bands that are here,
That would be 8 bands that are going on simultaneously, right? And you're teaching privately, too.
And I'm doing, doing private lessons, exactly. 3 adult bands, too, so it's not just kids, it's adults, too. It's adults as well.
And, you're really great about, getting your bands out into the community.
Absolutely.
And playing. So, for instance, we've had some of your bands a couple of times at La Machina Cafe, right, in downtown Evanston.
Yep.
And then at the Custer Street Arts Fair.
We'll be at the Custer Street
Arts
Fair.
And that will be happening this year, third weekend of June.
June 16th. Saturday, June 16th. The Hats will be doing that. We're going to be doing another show at Pub 626 in Rogers Park. The Women's Roller Derby. That was always a lot of fun. Kids love that.
Which is sort of like a go-to. How many years have you guys actually been playing at the roller derby? I think this is the coolest thing.
They did about 3 years in a row. We usually did the season opener and the season closer.
Right.
And that was all the way in Cicero. So we get around,
I mean, as a high school kid, who would not want to play like at a roller derby?
Of course,
And so in terms of private lessons that you're teaching, you don't just teach guitar, right?
No, I do guitar, bass guitar. Usually when I gig, I'm gigging as a bassist. I do piano, keyboards. I do a lot of theory. A lot of people just want to, if any instrument, they just want to learn some jazz theory.
Which I think is really important, because you're not just simply doing rote teaching. You're also giving some real substance and context.
Absolutely.
As far as theory is concerned, so that your students really understand what it is that they're playing and how music works, right?
Exactly. I teach them how to perform, how to, the stuff, I always like to describe it, it's what you could take right to the streets.
Yeah.
Right to the band. Exactly. Yeah.
And that is so important for kids in terms of lifetime learning, right? Like that kind of foundation that they're getting, right? When they're younger, then they can take with them for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely. Right? Man, everyone always talks about, sports, you learn teamwork, but in a band is more like the teamwork you're going to use in real jobs. When you're working on small projects, in sports, it's great. You're working on a big team. You get benched for this, but on a band, everyone has their own part. It's really much more teamwork there than.
Yes. And everybody's really responsible for their own parts, right?
Right. Yeah. Practice is for everyone to work together. You have to come to practice with your parts already known.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So in terms of your youngest band right now, right? What are the ages?
They're 10 years old, I believe. Yeah, 10.
10 years old.
They rock.
Right?
They
right.
rock.
And so really, we want people to come here and make music together.
Absolutely.
Right? And so all you need to do is to contact us through musicaloffering.org and come in and meet with Tim. And Tim will get you going. This wonderful work that's going on here. So thank you, Tim.
You bet.
And thank you for watching.